These should sell like hotcakes. AR-coated sapphire crystal MBGW9 Superluminova? Check. Seiko NH35 movement? Check. 360 nail stainless steel bracelet and matching leather strap? Check. Beautiful, unique mother-of-pearl dials? Check. All of the above for $210 with free shipping? Well, I guess I am right. These will sell like hotcakes. These are Quasar Nebula. Quazar are one of the many new British microbrands that I covered on my channel, and their second model is here to confirm a theme. Exotic dials for exotically low prices. Starlight, Quasar's first model, introduced watch enthusiasts to probably the most affordable Miyota-powered aventurine dials on the market. A couple of weeks ago, I have reviewed the model and I went into detail about how Adam Marshall, Quasar's owner, has managed to incorporate feedback on both the design of the watch and the way it launched. I also announced a giveaway whose winners are still to claim their prizes, so this is the final call. You have until September 1st to do it. Coming back to Nebula, the model will be launched on Kickstarter on September 1st for an introductory price of just 160 quid, as Brits call it. Free of charge deliveries are projected in December, just in time for the festive season. I will leave links to both the Kickstarter page and to Quasar's website in the description of the video. What Adam did here was to take Quasar's first model and change it just enough to make it look more premium. The Aquaterra-inspired case has received some much-needed brushing, giving it more definition. The crown has been replaced with a sportier, grippier version, the date cutout has been moved at 6 for a more balanced setup, the font used for the model has been updated while the automatic line has been cut, and finally the generic and somewhat illegible hands of the Starlight have been replaced with bold, original indicators. A special mention for the hour hand that in my opinion resembles a stylized Q, matching very well the brand's signature 12 o'clock logo placement. The bracelet the watch comes with is the same they used on the Starlight, and despite a rather rudimentary construction and a somewhat crude clasp, is actually quite comfortable as described in my previous review. That being said, despite a better integration of the bracelet in the overall package due to matching brushing surfaces, it's the complementary leather straps that I believe go an extra step towards giving the watch character. Before moving to the section dedicated to the materials used, a special mention for the integration of the Seiko NH35 caliber inside a case designed to house the considerably slimmer Miyota 9015 while keeping the respectable 100 meters of water resistance. As previously said, Nebula is powered by a Seiko NH35 caliber running at 21,600 beats per hour. While not as refined as the Miyota 9015 inside Quasar's first model, the Seiko caliber is known to be a reliable workhorse that hacks, handwinds, and has a power reserve of more than 40 hours. Add in the fact that swapping calibers allowed for a 12% price decrease from Starlight, and the choice is more than justified. These being prototypes, it would be easy to justify poor lume performance, but truth is the amount of BGW9 Superluminova applied on the hands and marker seems to be on par with the Starlight production version, which, far from being outrageously potent, is good enough for this type of watch. I mean, I have seen divers at this price point that fade out quicker. Whoever will end up buying these watches though will do it for their daylight appearance rather than for how much they glow in the dark. And these dials love sunshine. There's something pure and serene in the mother of pearl cuts, and the palette chosen guarantees everyone will find a watch that speaks to them. At first sight, I fell in love with the incredibly dynamic blue, but I ended up wearing the gold and so-called browns more often than the other variant. And I wore it on the leather strap, the only one that doesn't actually match the dial of the watch, but does an equally great job at complementing its hues. Despite feeling a bit plasticky, these bonus straps are supple and seem to be made of genuine leather. Moving on from the all-polished case finish of the Starlight is a step that not only improves on the design and wearability of Nebula, but creates another point of reference in appraising the finish of this watch. The surfaces are still smooth to touch and the work is consistent throughout. Integration of the oyster-style bracelet is also reasonable, with only almost imperceptible gaps created at the corners of the end-link case junction. The bracelet might look a bit flimsy, but solid, fully articulated links are more than what many established brands offer at the same price, and I actually like the balanced action of the clasp. Printing is also well done, and framing the date window is also a nice bonus for the price. The leather straps are well executed with consistent stitching and good layering. On my 19cm wrist, Nebula wears true to its 41mm diameter. A generic bracelet this might be, but it's very ergonomic and it does a great job balancing the watch. The clasp feels thin, but purposely thin, not cheap thin, and the link mobility helps the bracelet conform to the wrist without any hair pulling. However, I preferred wearing the watches on their leather straps that do a better job of highlighting the gorgeous dials and are a better fit to the informal character of Nebula. As for versatility, the generous palette will on one hand help anyone interested find the perfect dial for their taste, and on the other hand will make the decision to pick just one very hard. Luckily, Adam Marshall has decided to offer a 4-piece full collection at $735, which takes the cost of an individual piece to under $185. This is an offer limited to only 10 slots, so chances are it will be sold out quickly. This really is a no-brainer. Stunning unique dials in a reasonably finished case with a couple of wearing hardware options and free shipping for the money it takes to servicing a mid-tier timepiece is excellent value for money. Beyond that, however, helping a true watch enthusiast like Adam continue his journey is an intangible that should weigh a lot in a purchase decision. These are not Michelin star molecular dishes for the refined palate. These are neither cheap, consistent, tasty yet boring McDonald's burgers. These are nice little imperfect hotcakes made by a guy in his little diner by the side of the road. And like all great hotcakes, they should sell out. Thank you for watching.